Touch that dial. It's time for AM Kevin. Good morning. We're glad you could join us. It's time once again for this edition of AM Kevin, starring evangelist, composer, and gospel artist Kevin Shorey and the entire AM Kevin Club gang. And now, from the AM Kevin studios located in Stone Ridge Books and Gifts in beautiful Ashland City, Tennessee, reaching coast to coast and around the world with the message that Jesus is the answer for this world today, is your host, Kevin Shorey.
Good morning and welcome to the AM Kevin Club. I'm so glad that you're watching today. We got a beautiful studio audience, and you are watching on a great day today. This is a great day to serve the Lord. This is a great day for you to watch. We got some good music. We've got some great entertainment. And we got a good message for you today. Let's see who's in the house. Let's see if California or Texas made it today. You know, it's usually California, but Texas has been coming in first a couple of times. California made it. Good morning, Larry. Larry and Lyle. Ruthie's in the house here in Tennessee. Sarge in Texas. See, Texas did come in. A rainy Houston, Texas today. We had that yesterday, but it's turned out to be beautiful. Hot, but beautiful. Phyllis is back in Arizona from New Mexico. I'm glad. Patty is up there in Montana, and she likes to go to YouTube. We are live on YouTube, and if you're listening on your favorite podcast. We're on the Apple Podcasts or the Spotify, whatever your favorite platform is. We are there, and good morning to all of you in Alabama on the Destiny Television Network and ALG Network out of Mississippi, MISSISSIPPI. Just trying to keep my spelling in order. Charlene in Louisiana, Cindy out there in Tulare, California, and I'm glad everybody is here today. You are in for a great treat. Tina Patterson-White. It's played on the Loretta Lynn Ranch, the St. Jude Trail Ride. She's been in movies we're going to talk about. Got a new CD coming out. She is a regular on the Music City Hayride shows. And her nickname is Cornbread. We're going to talk to her more, but now she's going to do a great classic. You know this song. You know who she's singing about, and she does it. It does a great job. I want you to, at your house, just put your hands together and, and cheer and yell and scream and hoot, because here is the sing coal miner's daughter, Tina Patterson-White. Give her a nice welcome to the AM Kevin Show.
Well, I was born a coal miner's daughter, in a cabin on a hill in Butcher Hollow. We were poor, but we had love, 'cause that's the one thing my daddy made sure of. He shoveled coal to make a poor man's dollar. My daddy worked all night in the Van Leer coal mine, all day long in the field of hoeing corn. And Mommy rocked the babies at night and read the Bible by the coal old light. And everything would start all over come break of morn. Daddy loved and raised 8 kids on a miner's pay. Mommy scrubbed our clothes on a washboard every day. I've seen her fingers bleed. To complain, there was no need. She'd smile in Mommy's understanding way. In the summertime, we didn't have shoes to wear, but in the wintertime, we'd all get a brand new pair. From a mail order catalog, money made from selling a hog. Daddy always managed to get the money somewhere. Yeah, I'm proud to be a coal miner's daughter. I remember the well where I drew water. And the work we done was hard. At night we'd sleep 'cause we were tired. I never thought of ever leaving Butcher Hollow. Well, a lot of things have changed since way back then. And it's so good to be back home again. Not much left but the floor. Nothing lives here anymore except the memories of a coal miner's daughter.
Yeah, Loretta Lynn's Coal Miner's
Thank you very
And
much.
this is Tina Patterson-White. Thank you for being on the You sound so good on that
Well,
song.
thank you. Thank you for having me, and thank you all for joining out there. Thank you so much.
Yes, they are loving it out there. As a matter of fact, Larry, who's my announcer voice, he also types in the stuff. He has connected people to you. You're on Facebook. I don't know if you have a website or not, but they can find you on Facebook is where Larry's found you so far.
That's right.
Because you're going to have a CD coming out. You're starting to
That's
work on
right.
it.
Yes, sir.
Right, you're just starting this week or next week?
Yes,
right?
Friday, absolutely. This Friday. I'll be here in Nashville recording a CD, yes. Me and Mr. Dean Holman, we're going to record some stuff.
Dean's been on our program. We love Dean. Here, I have to do something really quick, or else this is what happened last time. If I don't put it on airplane mode, people call in. I'm doing with the phone, and so anyway, because I want you to sing another one real quick. I love your voice. I love your singing.
Thank you so much.
I want
Thank
to
you.
keep it going
Thank you.
and just feel all countrified today. You know, it's just I love it. You
Thank you.
are real country now. Let me see. You were not born in New England or in the North. I can
was
tell.
not.
Not
I
at
was
all. Let me see that accent. Let's see. What is it? Are you Tennessee or Kentucky?
I am absolutely Tennessee proud.
Yes, that
Born
is
and
a good-
bred, Dyer County, Tennessee.
I love it. I love it. This is my
Yeah.
wife. That's one thing that endears me to my wife, who I love with all my heart. Was born, raised
Yeah.
Tennessee as well, Brentwood.
Good,
And
good.
where did you say? In
Dyer County, Dyersburg, Tennessee, but in Dyer County, Tennessee, yeah.
yeah. Oh, so you
Yeah.
are the real deal.
Well, I don't know
love
about
it.
the real deal. I'm just me and love to sing. That's so.
Did you
I
always
am what
know?
you see.
You always knew. You
I
wanted to
knew
sing?
from third grade. I knew
Yeah?
from third grade. Yeah, my teacher, Miss Joyce Burns, and Jeannie Yarbrough.
bless her.
They used to get me up in class and what they would say lead music.
Yeah.
And I'd end up being the only one singing.
Yeah.
But school teachers, play a big important part in a child's life.
And the sad thing is, the music teachers are like slim to none now. The schools are not.
That's true.
They're not supporting
That's true.
music in the schools. But I remember that's some of my my early beginnings of music and getting. In the, I didn't know I
Right.
could sing until. I didn't sing at all until, although my parents, my grandparents, and sang. I did till my voice changed at 13 or 12 or 13. Puberty was good for me. My voice changed and I started singing.
Well, I knew in the third grade that I wanted to be a
Wow.
singer. I knew it, and I've kept the faith all these years, and here I am sitting on your show. How about that?
Well, look at that. Did they call you cornbread back then, or how'd you get cornbread?
No. One of the guys in the band I played with before, he said, "You're just country as cornbread," and so that's just kindly stuck. So my nickname now is Cornbread. So
I love it. My folks are loving it too, all over the country. Thank you, Bob, Chris, for watching this morning. And we have coast to coast. We go from, people from everywhere, from corners. So we like to say we make a cross every day.
Yeah,
So we go from
yeah.
east to west or west to east.
Thank
and
you all for
north to
tuning
south.
in. We appreciate it.
Yes, I do appreciate it. We've had good reviews and good viewers on YouTube and Facebook lately. Our viewership is up, and not including the television ratings. So it is really amazing. I want to ask you some more questions,
Sure.
but let's sing some
Sure,
more.
I'd love
I
to.
did want to mention my wife again, though, because Father's Day just happened,
they did.
and she made me a father twice, and I'm trying to forgive my daughter. She forgot to call. But my son, who never called. It was the weirdest day. But the best part of it is, and I complained too much, and I had to apologize. Because, Mother's Day, moms get the dinners and the gifts and the cards and the flowers. And
Yeah,
go to
that's true.
church and all. And dads just kind of, we get the old ties. Whatever. But you know what? This year, my wife just turned out. Took me to, there's a place in Nashville because my grandfather was part Jewish. I love Jewish delis. I didn't know there. It's called Noshville. Have you been to Noshville?
I have not.
Yes, y'all are Gentiles, so you don't know. But Noshville was great. I had the Reuben and a matzo ball soup, and I was just in heaven. Then she took me to the mall, and I just had to say that my pants are brand new. She bought me a pair new blue pants. Look at that. I bet you never thought somebody'd show their pants by you.
You did have a good day.
I had a good day. It was great, and I love you, honey. Thank you so much. Sandy in Fort Worth, my brother in Florida, and Ma Bell's in the house. Thank you for watching. Here's another Loretta Lynn song, I believe. You Ain't Woman, right?
Absolutely.
Here it is. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, Cornbread, also known as Tina Patterson-White. She's as country as cornbread.
Well, you come to tell me something, 'cause you say I ought to know. For he don't love me anymore, and I'll have to let him go. And you say you're gonna take him, oh, but I don't think you can. 'Cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause women like you, they're a dime a dozen. You can buy them anywhere, but you to get to him, I have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here, and it'll be over my dead body. So get out while you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Sometimes the men's caught looking at things that he don't need. He took a second look at you, but he's in love with me. Well, now I don't know where that leaves you, oh, but I know where I stand. And you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause women like you, they're a dime a dozen. You can buy them anywhere, but you to get to him, I have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here, and it'll be over my dead body. So get out while you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. No, you ain't woman enough to take my man.
Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. You ain't woman enough. I don't know why I'm cheering that, but I love it. I love clever songs. You know, since I got satellite radio, Willie Nelson's Roadhouse, or whatever he calls it, his station, that's why I keep it on, because it will play my father-in-law once in a while. And but more than that, I've learned some new songs I just didn't know growing up, and there are some clever songs. I love this, and I don't know if it was Charlie Pride. You could probably help me. Something about, is that ring don't fit you anymore?
Yeah, does my ring hurt your finger? Yeah.
Isn't that clever?
Yeah, when you go out at night.
When you go out at night.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so cute. And country music is just wonderful. And I was not raised in it, but then I married into big time royalty kind of. So, you know, I always appreciated all music, but now I just really am finding new treasures. I could tell you about gospel music, all kinds. I could tell you about rock and pop and rhythm and blues, but countries now is like my new passion, and I love it. Good. And you are so classy and do it so well.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate those kind words. Thank you.
I mean it from my heart.
Thank you.
Tell me now, so have you met Miss Loretta Lynn?
I did meet Loretta Lynn.
What's
It was
she like?
several. Oh, she's precious.
Yeah.
I met her. It was probably, I'm telling my age, about 30 years ago there at her ranch. I sure did, and I got her autograph that day, and I have that picture framed sitting in my home. I do.
I bet you do.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sure do.
And so you've sung out there, or
I have.
and
This is my third year. I'll be singing out there July 10th with a group called Shotgun Daisy. They've invited me up. Them and Mr. Reggie Little has invited me up for the chuck wagon races to come up and sing. This might be my third year singing there, and I love it there.
That
I love
sounds
it.
Awesome.
It's just an honor. It's like sacred ground to me, you know.
I want to go. Is it like real chuck wagon wagons
Yes,
racing?
absolutely. You got to come see it. It's awesome.
I've never seen anything
Yeah.
like that in my whole life. That
Look it
sounds
up on
awesome.
Facebook. It is awesome. So much fun. We have so much fun. So much fun.
Tell me about the St. Jude Trail Ride. What was that?
Well, it's just where it's just a show that we put on. Of course, I won't be there this year, but it's a weekend thing. And Mr. Bobby Marquez, he comes in. I don't know if you know Bobby or not, but he comes in, and we sing all weekend long. And the benefits go to St. Jude. Absolutely,
Oh, wonderful.
Absolutely. It's a
Now,
wonderful thing.
You actually got in a movie too now about Patsy and Loretta.
I did.
Patsy
I
being
did.
Klein,
Yes, I did. That was so funny. That was just a blessing from the Lord because it just fell in my lap. I was just going, on the internet one morning, going down through there, reading all about it. Of course, it was about Loretta. Caught my attention. So I'm reading there on it, and then I go on down, it's telling about this and that. And it said, if you would like to be part of this, movie, if you fit this and this and this and this, you had to be a certain size and, you had to have a certain hair color, no facial tattoos, things like that. And if you qualify, well, submit. We could use you. And I'm thinking, I meet every one of those. And I'm thinking I have nothing to lose, so I'm filling it all out.
Right.
And I hit submit, and with 8 minutes, they contact me back and said, well, we're not taking submissions for what you have submitted for, but we do have this and this and this. And I'm thinking, why, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, I sent in and told them I'd be interested, and a couple hours went on, didn't hear anything. A few more hours, nothing. So I thought, well, it's dead. And so I wasn't really that disappointed. And then on my way home from work, I opened my email, and there it said, congratulations, you have been selected. So I called my husband, and I told him, I said, I've been selected to be in the movie. And he says, now, honey, calm down. Let's make sure this is right. Are you sure? And I said, yes, I'm sure.
Oh, skeptical one.
So anyways, it wasn't any speaking parts or anything like that, but just to be, in that was just, a blessing to me to just be a part of that movie. Anything about Loretta Lynn, because, she inspired me to sing.
I can
So,
see it.
and I love to sing her music and to honor her.
Yeah.
I love to honor her with song. I do.
That's awesome. Now, Blue Kentucky Girl. Is that whose song is that? That's a Loretta too, right?
That's a Loretta too.
I mean, I thought so, but I don't want to just like.
You don't want to get it.
I got called out the other day. Larry, who does all my, a couple times I give some news stuff, and then the news changes, and they say, oh no, that wasn't right. So I've been messed up that way, and then there's been a lot of fake news out there. It's
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that. It's everything you see on the internet, folks. And it puzzles me why people start posting stuff and sending stuff without doing the research and stuff. So I try to do research, but I've been fooled a couple times, so I know it can happen. Well, I heard from good source, but I didn't have any backup about this Aunt Jemima thing, and this is in the news. Not only the Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's rice, and now the Eskimo pie. 100 years this company has been selling Eskimo pies, and now all of a sudden it's racist to call it an Eskimo pie.
Oh, my.
So they're going to change the name, and I won't know what to get anymore because I've eaten
I did not
Eskimo
know
pie.
that. I knew about
know.
the others. I did not know about
I
the Eskimo pie.
don't know that it really offends, because here's what I found out. Let me read this exactly, since we're talking about. I'm going to do some more news later, but so I made the comment on the program that Aunt Jemima was a real person who probably was alive today, would be very upset that they're taking away her persona, and she became a millionaire. This is what I've heard for years. So Larry says, this is the actual thing, and so I'm reading it, and then he says, well, wait a minute, here's the actual, that was the fake, that was the Wikipedia version, which a lot of times Wikipedia is, so don't always just go by Wikipedia. It's what people send in. That's how they get their information for Wikipedia, and it's always opinion. A lot of times it's opinion. They did that to my father-in-law one time. It was horrible. But anyway, so then Larry sent me this. The world knew her as Aunt Jemima, but her given name was Nancy Green, and she was a true American success story. She was born a slave in 1834 in Montgomery County, Kentucky, became a wealthy superstar in the advertising world as its first living trademark. She was 56 when she selected as a spokesperson for a new ready-mix self-rising pancake flour and made her debut at the World's Fair in Chicago in 1893. She demonstrated the pancake mix, served thousands of pancakes, became an immediate star. She was a storyteller. Her personality was warm and appealing. Showmanship was exceptional. Her exhibition booth drew so many people that special security were assigned to keep the crowds moving. Nancy Green was signed to a lifetime contract, traveled on promotional tours all over the country, and was extremely well paid, became a millionaire. Her financial freedom and stature as a national spokesperson enabled her to become a leading advocate against poverty and in favor of equal rights for folks in Chicago. She maintained her job until her death in 1923. She died at age 89 and was affectionately known as Aunt Jemima. Now I've got an update to Larry's report. Just today in the news, her descendants, her granddaughter, or who was it? Grandson. Anyway, they've said, we are against taking her name off.
Absolutely.
Because this was something that she was proud of.
Absolutely.
This is something that meant something to them.
Yes.
So there you go. There's my soapbox. I was going to get on my soapbox. I have an actual a box that says soap. Because sometimes we erase history not knowing the real history to all of it. And I'll be here to help update you if anybody really wants to watch and realize that not everything is racist in just the way it looks, or prejudice, or is wrong. There has been wrongs that have been corrected, and I think that should be a reminder to us. And so things should not be eradicated and taken down. I don't know why I brought that up, but I know that we are going the wrong direction when we try to whitewash things instead of learning from history and learning from things. And part of a great heritage is the country music in America. You know, we had a preacher on last week that said, if we start removing these different things, saying that anything that has to deal with slavery or the Confederacy, especially the word slavery, then they'll have to start ripping out pages out of the Bible, and maybe that's where they're going next.
Oh, no.
They'll have a right to then start making the Bible illegal, or at least parts of it.
We're living in some very sad times.
No, we really do, and it's always good though to have fun and sing. And you know, you were you raised in church? What flavor of kind
Baptist
of church?
church.
Come on, of
Baptist
course.
church. Yeah.
Yes,
Baptist.
and you tend to not friendly, but the Finley.
Well, when I go, it is the Finley Baptist Church. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And
Yeah.
what does the Lord mean to you? And
He means everything to me. You know, He gave me the gift to sing, and my gift to Him is what I do with it.
yeah,
And like I said, I knew when I was, in the 3rd grade, I knew that He wanted me to sing. And, throughout the years, it's just been slowly, He's been laying it out before me. And, just things just keep happening, keep developing. And so I know it's His will
Amen.
for me to sing.
I know it too.
And my
I feel
will
it.
is to carry it out. And He gave me the gift to sing. And my gift back to Him is what I do with it.
That's
And if I can bless someone with my voice, or if I can be an inspiration to someone to follow your dream, never
Yes.
give up, never give up.
No, never
Keep
give
the
up.
faith.
And to all my Kentucky
faith.
folks, yes, my Steinheisers and the Holmans and all the different Kentucky folks, this song's for you, the Blue Kentucky Girl, and she is a gift. They're enjoying it, so people are being blessed by the singing today. They've already said, from the first song, they said, this is a good show. This is great.
Oh, well, thank you out there. Thank you so much.
Here she is once again to sing for us in another Loretta Lynn song.
Absolutely.
Blue Kentucky Girl, Tina Patterson-White.
You left me for the bright lights of the town. A country boy set out to see the world. Remember when those city lights shine down? That big old moon shines on your Kentucky girl. I swear I love you by the moon above you. How bright is it shining in your world? Some morning when you wake up Just come on home to your blue Kentucky girl.
Nice banjo. I'm here for you.
Don't wait to bring great riches home to me. I need no diamond ring or fancy pearls. Just bring yourself, that's all I'll ever need. That's good enough for this blue Kentucky girl. I swear I love you by the moon above you. How bright is it shining in your world? Some morning when you wake up all alone, just come on home to your blue Kentucky girl.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I love it. You got one
Thank
more
you.
song
I
you
got
can sing
one
for us?
more. I got
Good,
one
good.
more.
So good. And like I said, they can find you on Facebook. Is
They
there any other
can.
way they
They
can get
can.
your CD that'll be coming out in the next few months?
Just follow me on Facebook. Yeah,
Facebook,
we
all
got a
right.
website coming up, a music page. So just stay tuned for all that. We're getting it all up and ready, and it's not quite there yet, but we're working on it. So you can contact me through Facebook as of right now.
That is awesome. And
Yeah.
lest there be any doubt out there, there's some that are very extra religious and high-minded. All music created by God to not only bring us entertainment, but to truly bless us. I don't know about you, but I get a blessing with good, clean, wonderful music like this. And so you want a blessing, you know, gospel music is a blessing, but there's a lot of great country music, and she does it impeccably with great class. And
Thank you so
make
much.
sure you
Thank you. Thank
get
you.
get this music. And now this next song was written by our friend Dean.
Absolutely. And we're going to
Yes.
be recording this song as well. Yes.
And he said that I think he said something about there was a member in his band that it was the inspiration to write about. She didn't want any flashiness and she just
Yeah,
wanted to be a
yeah,
simple country girl.
Yeah, and that's kind of me too. I'm just a simple country girl. 'Cause
You
this song
are.
just fits me to a T. And he offered
It's-
this to me, and I was like, "There you go, sing."
No, it's
There you go.
awesome. It reminds me of my wife, too. She's just a simple country girl, too. I love it. And so for everybody here, be blessed by this song. Thank you, Tina Patterson-White.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yes, and
Thank you.
please come back.
I
'cause
sure will.
Especially when you get the new CD out. We want
Absolutely.
to promote that. And
Yes.
is this going to be on the new CD?
It will. It sure
All right,
will,
well,
yes.
here it is.
Okay.
Simple Country Girl.
All right.
I'll play all the instruments.
These fancy lights I'm standing in seem to give my heart a whirl. And most folks don't even realize I'm a simple country girl. I don't need no fancy car to drive, golden bands or diamond rings. I'm just as happy sitting at home with all my simple things. I'm just a simple country girl, not a woman of the world. I got a good old country man and a five-piece country band. So forgive me for all those city lights some time ago. I'm just as happy as I can be under these neon lights. Now the years they seem to pass me by, and I often wonder why I spent these weeks away from home. I wanna lay right down and cry. How I hunger for the quiet time in my carefree little world. It reminds me of a time when I was a simple country girl. Just a simple country girl, not a woman of the world. I got a good old country man and a 5-piece country band. So forgive me for under these city lights. I hope you understand. I'm happy as I can be, just a simple country girl. Thank you.
Tina Patterson-White, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And please come back and
I sure will. Thank you.
Again.
Thank you.
Appreciate it so much. Well, we as she makes her way off, Mr. Jerry Collins is in the house, and we're going to tell you about how you can help our ministry here in just a little bit. But in the news, we have things that we definitely need to. Ruthie, help us. Okay. Anyway, so. Just walk in front of the camera. But the things that are happening in the news, we definitely need to pray for. Miss Sandy, we appreciate her so much. She's one of our partners, and Sandy out there in Fort Worth is asking for prayer. Let's continue to uphold her in prayer, if we will, today. Miss Ginger out in California says, you look and sound a lot like Tammy Wynette. I think that's true as well, Tammy Wynette, for sure. But little Loretta Lynn, little Tammy, really, really good. Can you guys figure that out by not getting in front of my camera? Thank you. And he's on the other side of it now. You go ahead and come. But I want to, there's a lot of things. You know, there are 2 dead, 12 wounded in Charlotte, 12 shot in Minneapolis, a 19-year-old killed there in Seattle. There's a lot of things that are happening, and it's in the name of freedom and protests and racial injustice. But the protests and the love fests and all, that's one thing. But when people are shot and killed and there's looting and rioting, that's a whole different agenda, and we need to pray against those things that are trying to attack our nation right now, for sure. The COVID-19 has some spikes in certain areas, so we need to send that disease back to hell where it came from, for sure. And matter of fact, right here in Nashville, a famous comedian, D.L. Hughley, was down at Zany's. I've been down there. It's a comedy place where comedians go, comedy club. And I don't know, years ago, Cindy and I went and saw somebody. But D.L. Hughley was there and over the weekend, and in the middle of his set just collapsed and with a fever. And I guess they found that D.L. Hughley has the COVID-19. That's a way to find out, right? In the middle of a set. And so we have the disease, we have these attacks. We need to pray for our churches. We need to pray protection for our pastors, our leaders, whether they're governor, mayors, Republican or Democrat, and our president. We have our weasel. We're starting off with the weasels already over the weekend. This guy that worked with the president. What more of a weasel when you befriend somebody, you take somebody in, and then they turn on you and start telling you you're not fit to be president, you're not fit to be a leader. This John Bolton, you might agree with me, you might not, but I think he's definitely considered to be one of our weasels of the week for just turning on the president, even if all of it was 100% true. Who does that to people that, to your own president? That's not respectful and that's not right. And for him to say he doesn't feel that he should be president, who is he to decide? He couldn't even hold his job as as the secretary or help to the president, aide to the president. So, his credibility. And then he didn't, when they called him in for the impeachment trial, he wouldn't even be a witness. So is everything he's saying really true? Is he afraid to go to a court? And I don't know. I don't want to judge him, but definitely smells like weasel to me. So there we go. Let us pray, though, for our nation. And, man, if life could just be one country song after another, just, all the good fun times, one, good square dance, rodeo, all those fun things, cookouts and barbecues. But the 4th of July is coming up, so hopefully we'll have some of that. That will be fun. Working on our new cooking show. It's coming together. It's going to be longer. I thought I'd be taping them by now, but we're still working on the set. We've got little pieces of it, still working as far as the backdrop part of it. And it's just a little bit, nothing is as easy as it seems at first, especially when it comes to television. So, but we're thankful for the lighting that we have, and we're thankful that we do have some of the props now. We're just putting it all together, and hopefully by the 1st of July, we will have our new Rev Kev cooking, from the cookbook to the good book, or the good book to the cookbook. Either way, it will be there. I'm a hero of the day. I want you to watch a video, and watch a video between Shaq and this officer. I believe this is in California. I'm not sure what state it was in, but if you type in basketball and Officer White and Shaquille O'Neal, I got too many CDs up here. I've just knocked everything over. But you will find a police officer by the name of Officer White, which is ironic, goes into this neighborhood with these black teenagers. He was called to the neighborhood for disturbance, noise. Well, the kids were just playing basketball out in the street. And so he went and played basketball with them and told them to, just keep it down and not make noise and not disturbance. And they said, yes, sir, we will. A week later, he comes back, and this is all in this video. He comes back with Shaquille O'Neal in the car. And Shaq gets out of the car, and they go crazy, and they play basketball together. And Shaq's makes them repeat after that they will obey their leaders and their parents, and they'll be something, and stay in school. And he plays basketball with them, and he gives them $100 for every one of them that can make a free throw. And of course, every one of those kids made the basket. So he handed out $100 bills to these kids, and I thought this is the way real America is. It really is. Not what you see on the fake news every day, not what others that have other agendas are saying, but really, we are one nation under God, and we are a nation, most of our nation are not racist, prejudiced, or anti-anybody. And I choose to believe that. Do y'all believe that? I believe that. Kenny Day, pastor out there in Ohio, says, yeah, John Bolton, Weasel, wants to sell his book at the expense of our nation. And that's exactly what it sounds like. And, I don't understand people that do that or turn on other people. David, Gloria, Jason, Larry, let's see, who else is in the house? There's Larry. Larry Wilson, as a matter of fact, is the writer of the song that I helped inspire from the T-shirt I have. I've given God a million reasons not to love me. None of them change his mind. And I told Larry, write a song, and he did. So we offer the song and the shirt now. If you want the single and the shirt, you can. That's our special that we offer, usually at $20 for your gift, your love gift of $20 or more. We'll send a T-shirt, any size, free shipping, no extra tax, just your donation of $20 or more, with the song that was written because of that. Isn't that a great phrase, Brother Jerry? Isn't that, I've given God a million reasons not to love me. None of them changed his mind. I thought that. I think we all have. Yeah, right? We've given him more than a million probably, but none of them changed his mind. I thought that was really, really amazing. And Jerry is here today, and your microphone should be in the chair there, brother, if you want. And Jerry was on last week, and was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I don't know. Time goes by fast.
Time goes so fast I can't keep it.
But you were just here.
It was probably a week or so
Yes, sir.
ago.
And he announced that his new CD was going to come out, and guess what? It's out.
Have it.
We're premiering. It is great. Tell me about the songs on here. We got one of your songs here, Old Man and the Drunk. That sounds fun. Life Behind Bars. That don't sound very fun. I've Got Nowhere to Go But Crazy. I love that. Joe Diamond, who is here, sings this with you. Now, these guys are singing them or singing them with you?
This CD has got 12 songs on it.
Yeah.
11 of them I either wrote or co-wrote. 11 of the songs. I performed on, I think, 4 of them. Joe Diamond's on 2, Joe Wade Smith's on 1, Darren Wright's on 1, Kurt Ryle, a friend of your father-in-law, was the producer of this. He's on
Love
2
it.
of them, and Vernon Huskies did our Key Largo song, and then a young lady named Alicia McLeod in Alabama chose to do the old song about I Wish I Was 18 Again, and she asked me to be part of it, so I put her on this, even though I had nothing to do with writing the song. But I just thought it was a great song, and I made her a part of it. So it's a 12-song CD, and we'd like to share it with you and your listeners.
Oh, thank you so much. And you can get these. You can get them here through us. You can go to his Facebook or his contacts at jerrycollinsstone@gmail.com.
Right,
That's your email.
jerrycollinsstone@gmail.com. But these that I brought to Kevin here, I want to share in Kevin's ministry with you people, and I want him to be able to supply these to the people and him share in the proceeds of this CD, because what he does is a great show here for the public, and I want to be part of it, and that's our contribution to it.
Thank you so much. And you're offering them for how much?
Make him what do you think?
Well, I do everything 20. That way I remember.
Okay. Then your ministry will receive 50% of it, and we'll get the other 50% towards the production of it.
I love that. A couple of these others that you wrote, I like this. This is kind of what I was trying to say here with Miss Tina, because I don't want to do drugs. I don't want to, be liquored up and all this. Country music is my drug.
Yeah,
I like that.
Right. It's if it was a drug, well, even people's love, you stay high on their love. We stay high on the music. High does not necessarily mean you're afflicted by drugs.
Right. No.
High is just
I'm high on Jesus.
You love it. You live it. You're enthused, and it's just a great way to live and a great place to live.
Yes. Speaking of a great place to live, Nashville, Christmas in Nashville. I can't wait to hear this song, because I think they're one of the greatest Christmases is here in this part of the country, for sure. It's beautiful, and it reminds me of my favorite Amy Grant song, by the way, her Christmas song.
In Tennessee.
Yes,
Tennessee
I know
Christmas.
there's more snow out in Colorado than this roof will ever see, but a tender Tennessee Christmas. Yeah, that one.
This is, as far as I know, the only one that mentions the word Nashville in it.
I love it.
And it's about Nashville, Tennessee, being the home of the Grand Ole Opry and country music, and it still incorporates Christmas.
Get it today and help us and help get some good country music out there with other artists. Like you said, Jerry and Vernon Husky and Joe Diamond, who's on the program here, Joe Wade Smith, Kurt Ryle, and Alicia. Is she a new and up-and-coming artist?
Alicia's from Alabama. She's been singing a long time, but she's new on the Nashville scene. This is her first Nashville session, and that song is just I think she did the most pleasing version of it. It's called I Wish I Was 18 Again, and that's something a bunch of us are wishing, I think.
I know, right? I wish I was 18 again. Well, here you go. Get the new release from Jerry Collins, and it's called Jerry Collins and Friends, and get it today. You know how to do it. Larry's got our address up there, P.O. Box 222, Pleasant View, Tennessee, 37146, or go to our website at kevinshorey.com. We have so many different offers, so when you go to the website, you're not going to find it. Just say Jerry Collins CD or new country CD, however, we'll know, and as you donate there on our website, kevinshorey.com, then we will send you a gift to say thank you, this being the gift. Also, our phone number is 844-47-KEVIN, and call 23 hours a day, because one of those hours is during the show. You can't call because I be the operator. I'm it. We don't hire any other operators and all. I am it. But this is Jerry Collins and Friends. You'll want to get it today. So I got my heroes, Officer White and Shaq, but I'm going to also say my hero has got to be Jerry Collins today. Thank you for helping us, brother. I appreciate it so much with this CD.
My pleasure.
My hero. One other way that, and our program's over in about 15 minutes, so you want to stay there. You can stay with me for a little bit, but is also our vitamins. I advertise this every show just so that I can take my vitamins every day. This is how I remember, by sharing it with you. And the Complete Essentials, as you say, how do I know I'm taking all the right vitamins and supplements I need every day? You have, according to the best health experts, nutritionists, and research, if you have certain vitamins, certain minerals, and certain phytonutrients for good gut health, then you know you're taking it all. But you'll have to fill your cupboard with this bottle and that bottle and that bottle unless you get the Complete Essentials. It is organic, it is natural, there's no artificial ingredients, no binders, no fillers, no synthetics, nothing that is made in a laboratory. These are all made from natural fruits and vegetables. And I take it in my glass of water. You can put it in a smoothie, your favorite juice. You can put it, you can put it anywhere that you drink. Just don't drink sodas. You can't have sodas. Larry and his Diet Mountain Dew. I saw him send a post the other day, and Larry, I'm praying for you. You're on my prayer list with all the others, and your Mountain Dew. I used to drink, until you try to stop soda, you don't realize how addicted you really are to sodas. And they are really addictive. I think they can be as powerful as cigarettes are to some. The same thing. There's some stuff in there that keeps you addicted, just like they found out is in the cigarettes. And I pray for people that are bound. I was bound by sodas, and then I thought, well, I'll switch to diet soda, so I'll lose weight. Well, I lost weight, and I also lost some brain function. So, it's not good. So stay away from the sodas. Replace it with good stuff like this. And I know it looks green and it looks gross, because it does. It has kelp, it has kale, it has spinach in it, but it is not gross, and it doesn't taste like vegetables. It tastes like the fruits that are in there, including a fruit that helps fight viruses very strongly. I'm not saying anything cures coronavirus. I'm not going to jail over that stupid statement. I'm not going to say that. But the truth of it is, different flus and stuff, elderberry builds up your immune system, and there's elderberry in here. So doesn't that make for great television? Wow. No, not really. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. What does he do for an encore? But take your Complete Essentials. How do you find it? Larry's got the link for you. Go to OptivitaHealth.com /REF AM Kevin, and it's all there for you. Get your Complete Essentials. Some people love the silver products. That's all also available there. So, and then don't forget, we've got the special today, Jerry Collins, or we've got I've given God a million reasons not to love me. None of them change his mind. That T-shirt is available in all sizes. Everything that we offer, except for Optivita Health products, they charge us shipping. But anything you get from us directly, we'll pay for the shipping and send it to you. Absolutely free shipping. So make sure that you take advantage of that this week. We've got a full week this week, don't we, Chris? Pastor Chris will be back with us. Is one of our favorites, our pastor here in Ashland City. He'll be with us tomorrow. On Wednesday, we got the one and only, is it true? Is Bobby G. Rice going to actually be here? Yes, Bobby G. Rice will be here. And he's the one that, did Killing Me Softly with it. No, that's not his song. You lay so easy on my mind. And I know if I said the wrong one, they would say the right one, because I know he didn't do Killing Me Softly. And then Rick Allen King. It is Ricky. We don't call him Ricky. Rick Allen King will be here on Thursday. And then Friday I'll be on the road, and you'll see from an undisclosed location where I'm going to be on Friday, coming to you live on the road. I did, while we're talking about health, though, they say the Today Show put out a thing about Alzheimer's, and there's a higher risk now for women in Alzheimer's than men. I think it was the other way around. For some reason, women are now higher risk in Alzheimer's. And so they are offering, and here's some of the same foods that I tell you about when it comes to health. I tell you some of the same antioxidants and the vitamins that you need. Today's Show reported that women and men, to fight Alzheimer's, you can build up great brain health with taking regularly antioxidants. What is that? I don't know if I have time to explain the little knowledge I have, but if you oxidize, if your cells oxidize, they become cancerous. So vitamin C, D, E, these vitamins are antioxidizers, antioxidants. So it keeps your body from becoming acidic or oxidized and keeps you from cancer. And now they're saying also keeps it from Alzheimer's. I'm not making the claims. These are from nutritionists and scientists that were on the Today Show. Also, a diet of polyunsaturated fatty acids, also known as fish, salmon, tuna, mackerel. Eat your fish. Anchovies and sardines. Didn't know, and I stack a can of sardines. I keep up sardines for like snack or an emergency. Power goes out, I got to have something. And so you can always open up. Do you like sardines? You do? You like sardines?
I like the anchovies.
I love anchovies too. I love them. And anchovies on a salad, to me, Anyway, so the anchovies and sardines are actually good in these polyunsaturated fatty acids. What was I saying about sardines? Oh, so I had the whole can. So when we moved over here to Ashland City, we get into the cabinets because we moved into Mel's house. Guess what he stored up in his cabinets? Stack of sardines. Man, he loved the sardines too. And phytoestrogens for women, which includes, these are some of your phytoestrogen foods: flaxseed, sesame seeds, dried apricots or apricots, legumes, beans, oats, oatmeal, berries, and, ladies, you're going to love this, dark chocolate. Very good. Ginger, we got to pray. She's hooked on Coke Zero. Coke Zero does taste really good like Coke to me, but you got to get off these sodas, folks. And Ginger says she's hooked on Coke Zero. What do sardines taste like? Let me just say, at this age, if you've never had sardines, you're not going to like them now, I don't think, right?
If you like salty fish.
Microphone so you can hear what you're saying. Yeah.
They're a type of salt-cured fish.
Yeah.
And use different sauces in sardines, like mustard sauce, tomato sauce. So if you like those flavors, and some people refer to them as little hairy fish because of the bones are in them. But they're great on salads and great for snacks and on crackers. And it's good road food when you travel on the road.
Good road food.
A box of crackers and a can of sardines.
Yes.
You'll make it to the next town.
Or camping food. You know, when I was a kid, we'd go camping a lot, and you know, to have sardines and eggs. You know, we'd do that. Sometimes we'd catch minnows and fry them up too. You're kids, you'll eat anything. But
most things are edible.
Most things are. Yes, they really are. I'm going to end with my Devo. Before I do, there is one more thing. I want to thank all our family and friends and monthly partners. You got your fans that are on their way. Thank you for being a fan of this ministry and a Jesus fan. Literally, you can even prove it by having a Jesus fan. And nobody's laughing. Anyway, but we have our brand new AM Kevin Club mask. So if you want to make sure, you know, you're into the mask thing, and I know in California, Arizona, New Mexico, they have to wear them in public. You know, it's a mandate. And I'm sure New York, anywhere that there's a Democrat governor, that's where you have to wear your mask. But anyway, I won't go there. I want to go to the Bible here and just do this devotion. Matthew chapter 15. I want the Word of God to speak to you today, so I got to sing my song. Word of God, speak. Won't you pour down like rain, washing my eyes to see your majesty, to be still and know you're in this place. Please let me stay and rest in your holiness. Word of God, speak. Matthew chapter 15. A woman comes to Jesus. My voice is cracking a little bit. Verse 21. Jesus left and went away to the region of Tyre and Sidon, and behold, a Canaanite or Syrophoenician or Samaritan woman from that district came out and started shouting, "Have mercy on me, Master! My daughter is severely tormented by a demon." But he didn't answer her a word. And when his disciples came, they were urging him, saying, "Send her away, because she keeps shouting at us." But he says, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." So she came and then got on her knees before Jesus and said, "Master, please help me." And he says, "It's not right to take the children's bread and throw it to the dogs." Now, at this point, talk about sounding racist. Said, "This is because of your race, I can't even feed dogs." Doesn't answer her, but in the long run is testing her faith. You know, when it comes to what first looks at first appearances is not always the case. Jesus was testing her faith. Jesus had a point to everybody. Jesus is not a racist. Jesus loves everyone. And she answered. He knew what was inside of her. And when he says, it's not right to take the children's bread and throw it to the dogs, she says, "Yes, but even the dogs eat the crumbs that fall from the master's table." And he said, "O woman, you have shown such great faith. This shall be done for your daughter as you wish, and she'll be healed this very hour." She says, even the crumbs, we'll take the crumbs. This crummy position that all of us sometimes feel that we're in, where it feels like we are the last to receive. We are at the bottom of the bottom of the pile before we're the last to ever get the blessing. You know, God never forgets. But God is building for us, for all of us. Let me read you one more thing before we close. 2 Corinthians chapter 4. And I love what it says. As Paul says, "Do not give up. Don't lose heart. Though outwardly we are decaying," aren't we getting older? "Yet inwardly we're being renewed day by day." Hallelujah. "For our troubles are light and momentary." How many know when you're going through them, they don't seem so light and momentary? But they are producing for us an eternal glory far beyond all comparison. "Look not at what is seen, but at what is unseen. For what is seen," what you're going through now. Come on, Sandy, what you're going through now. Come on, folks, Ginger, all of us. Whatever you're going through now is only temporary. But if you keep your eyes on Jesus, it is eternal and lasts forever. You may be grieving. You may be angry. You may live in regret of your past and every other emotion that may be happening. But you need to not cling to the temporary. She could have got her feelings hurt the first time. He didn't answer her. The second time, the disciples said, "Go away." She was pushed away. The third time, Jesus even insults her. And yet she did not give up. This is where we should be. So many people, I'm not going to that church anymore, or I didn't like what the pastor said, or this one didn't shake my hand, or this one didn't smile at me, and they didn't sing my favorite song, or it's too cold in that building, or it's too hot, or the music's too loud. And we come up with all of our little petty things when God, through all of these things, we got to think about the eternal, not the temporary. Think that God is achieving for us an eternal glory in comparison to what we're going through now. And what at first appears is not what it's always like. It reminds me of a story. I heard of a friend who was at the airport, and he went and got a bag of those cookies, Famous Amos or Mrs. Fields or one of those cookie things, got a bag of cookies and set it down beside himself, set it down, or he offered one to his friend, and he set it down, and he went to go say something to his friend and sat back down, something to this effect, and all of a sudden the guy sitting next to him at the gate in the airport, this is where he got the cookies, in the airport, starts taking the cookies out of his bag and starts eating his cookies, just smiling at him. And he takes one of his cookies and he starts eating it, and the guy's still smiling at him. And then he takes another one, and they're eating, this guy's eating my cookies with me. What's going on? As a matter of fact, then the guy's flight got called, so he picks up the rest of the bag of cookies and leaves with them. And he's like, I cannot believe this guy, and the names are going in his head, and the anger and the heat, and then and he realized that on the other side of him was his actual bag of cookies. that the whole time this guy he was mad at was not only eating his own cookies, but now he was eating that guy's cookies. So the very thing he was accusing him of, he was doing. You see, sometimes in life we don't understand it until the by and by. But we'll understand it better by and by. That's what the song says. So we need to just hold on. A lot of heartache and stuff is avoided, and a lot of satisfaction is found when we just hold on to eternal perspectives and give our full attention 24/7, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith. Because what's working for us sometimes we can't see, and it doesn't seem like reality, but God has something for us. If we'll just go through the temporal, we'll get to the eternal. God's taking care of everything. Didn't he give us his promises, his precious promises? So if we really trust Jesus, let's keep holding on and trust him. That's really what it comes down to. Do we really trust him? You know, do we trust him with everything? And I mean, it's all his anyway. Shouldn't we trust him? Let's make our life's attitude, our life's practice to and protect us from hedonism, materialism, to be focused on so many of the things instead of focused on him. And like this woman, this Canaanite, Syrophoenician woman, let's even settle for the crumbs if that's all we're getting right now. It may sound crummy right now, but it's going to achieve for us an eternal glory according to 2 Corinthians chapter 4. Help us, Lord, and anybody within the sound of my voice that needs a blessing, touch them right now. Anybody that needs to truly know you, God, may they find you in a real way. And I thank you for Tina Patterson-White. I thank you for Jerry Collins. I thank you for all of our guests, and I thank you for all of our guests that are watching on the AM Kevin Club today. Let your blessing reach out and touch people. Touch Sandy, and she's going through some crumbs right now, but God, even the crumbs will achieve for her something greater. Bring healing and deliverance and restoration to all of your people, I pray, and we'll give you praise in Jesus' mighty and matchless name. I want to thank you for watching today, and thank you so much for being here, Jerry, and for your wonderful gift to us. Appreciate it. And
You're
Tina
very
was
welcome.
a blessing. Tomorrow we have Pastor Chris, and a special guest is coming on with Pastor Chris. It is another Pastor Moore. You say another Pastor Moore? Yes, that means we're getting more from the Moores. Because not only will Pastor Chris be here, but I asked him because his father spoke on Father's Day yesterday. He pastors in Rhode Island, and he's in town. So we get two Pastor Moores coming to us tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, remember, Jesus is the answer for our world today. Take us out, Larry.
Yeah. This brings to a close another edition of AM Kevin. We're glad you were able to join us. The AM Kevin Show is presented Monday through Friday, featuring evangelist, composer, and gospel artist Kevin Shorey and the entire AM Kevin Club gang. If you'd like to contact us, you can call us at 844-47-KEVIN. That number once again is 844-475-3846. Or you can write us at Kevin Shorey Ministries, P.O. Box 222, Pleasant View, Tennessee, 37146. Our email address is kshorymen@aol.com, and you can also visit us at our website, kevinshorey.com. Join us again next time when we present another edition of AM Kevin. And remember, Jesus is the answer for this world today. AM Kevin is a part of the outreach ministry of Kevin Shorey Ministries, Inc., all rights reserved.